Bunfingus College Blue Bees.
See it with the sun on it. Just test, hold on, sound test. That's okay. Right now it's we're going out over Twitch and YouTube.
All right.
Identify this object. Do you identify this object? Do you identify this object? Do you identify this object? Do you identify this object?
DJ Mondo, we're field testing the DJ Mondo mobile base station. As always, this broadcast is in association with Bunfingus College. Bunfingus College.
Bunfingus Blue Bees.
Most cost-effective educational alternative in the outer solar system.
subject.
Okay, you identify this progenitor.
By this word, sanctuary. Do you identify this word, sanctuary? 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 Do you identify this word, sanctuary?
For a while I find the next selection.
So is that Sanctuary broke from Logan's Run?
Yeah, all of those samples are from Logan's Run. Sanctuary.
Is it fair I say that?
What's that?
Is it Sarah?
No, I don't know who does the computer voice in that movie.
It's a computer voice.
Yeah, it's a computer voice. Every time what happens is Logan is as long as you give movie summaries, Logan is what's called the Sandman. The movie set in the future. The people in the movie live in a domed city.
Yeah, and they have the thing.
Right. They have a life clock in their hands. There are limited resources. So at age 30, everybody is renewed. They're all clones. And at age 30, the clones are sent for they are sent for renewal. The renewal is a religious experience for them, where they are recycled and go back in,
they float up
this guy in there, but actually they're being killed.
Yeah.
And so the computer, the whole city is automated. The computer automates everything. And so when Logan comes in, but some of the people don't believe that renewal is real, so they go running. And so Logan's a Sandman. He's a cop who goes and chases them down. And when he brings in one of them, they have an ankh with them. They have a little cross, an ankh, Egyptian ankh with them. And the Egyptian ankh is a symbol for the secret underground that's looking for sanctuary, some place where they can actually live and grow old. And so when Logan gets one of those off a runner, he brings it in to the headquarters, and the computer identifies it as a symbol, and they decide to send him undercover with the runners. So he's got 4 years left. They take away his 4 years, and because your clock turns red when you start getting close to the time, they turn his clock red and take away his 4 years so that he can start looking, so that he can go underground with the runners. But he doesn't know if he's going to get his 4 years back if he does finally. So that's the plot of Logan's Run is he's trying to find these people. But there's a lot of aspects of that movie that not that don't make sense, but are actually worse than you really think about. I'm gonna go ahead and spoil this movie.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this movie's from the 70s. This movie from the 70s. If you haven't watched it by now, screw it. I'm gonna spoil it. The whole city, of course, is automated, and Logan and this other girl, Jessica, make it outside of the city.
Is that Farrah Fawcett?
Yeah, no, that's not Farrah Fawcett.
Works in what way?
Farrah Fawcett works in the. There's a shop that will change your face instantly with cosmetic surgery. She works in that shop. So anyway, Logan and Jessica make it outside the city. They find an old guy, played by Peter Ustinov, and they're being chased by Francis, who thinks Logan is really a runner and is thrown in with the runners. And while they're outside of the city, outside of the influence of the city, their clocks turn clear, and they realize that they don't have to be killed. They can grow old, like Peter Ustinov, who's like in his 60s or whatever when they find him. So Logan ends up having to kill Francis, his best friend, and he, Jessica, and Peter Ustinov make it back to the city. And so when they go back to the city, Logan is captured again. He goes in front of the computer council again, and he tries to tell them there is no sanctuary. You can grow old. And the computer doesn't believe it. And I guess the computer blows up or something because it's one of those things where computers, if you put too much of a logical strain on them, they'll fucking blow up. which is why does it do that? I don't know. But so the computer blows up, but here's the thing, and everybody, what happens is Peter Ustinov's character the old man is standing outside of the city, while Logan and Jessica go in and convince everybody that try to convince everybody that they can grow old. That's when they're captured. But the computer blows up, all the automated systems go down, everybody comes out of the city. And they meet Peter Ustinov, and they gather around him, and they touch his face because they've never seen old before and stuff like that. And that's how the movie ends, with this happy ending that nobody's under the computer influence anymore. But think about it.
They're all going to starve to death.
Outside of the computer influence, they're going to be dead. Those people are going to be dead in a couple of weeks because nobody knows how to do anything. All the computers do everything. Yeah. And so, and that's the sad down ending of Logan's Run is they essentially destroyed the city. The only people who have a chance is there are these young cubs, these ruffians that live underground in the city that scavenge for stuff. And they're the only ones who actually have a chance of surviving and knowing how to scavenge.
You think we're in that situation?
And I think we're heading toward that situation right now. As a matter of fact, I think but yeah, that's the thing about the Logan's Run is they play this triumphant, elevating music at the end, like they've done something. No, they've destroyed the means of the survival of these people. They've destroyed the support system of these people who basically are living like teenagers and don't know how to do anything. Now the thing is, they die at 30 in the movie. In the book, they died at 20, and so it's even worse in the book. So there you go. I spoiled Logan's Run. So if you haven't seen it, it's your own fault. Yeah, I spoiled it. But Michael York is great in it, and I forget the girl who plays Jessica. She's awesome. But yeah, that's the sad down ending of Logan's Run that ends on a happy high note, but the sad further down ending is that all of those people probably starved to death in the following weeks after the events of Logan's Run.
What was I going to say? So, oh yeah, in a way, so we're in the same situation now. I think of this as like a dark ages that we're entering into, because nobody has photographs except on their phone.
Yeah.
And the dark ages, the sun still shone in the dark ages. It wasn't actually dark.
Right.
They call it the dark ages because there's no written history in the dark ages, or very, very little.
Okay.
So we're entering this time when if you lose your phone, you can have a phone for 10 years, and you lose it, you lose 10 years of your picture.
Your life disappears.
So all these people are going to be turning 30, 40, 50, 60 and not have any pictures of their childhood or their youth because it all was all on their hard drive that crashed.
So yeah, we're in trouble, y'all.
Yeah.
We're in trouble, y'all.
Have you heard about 3-Eye Atlas?
Yeah, I heard about that. And is that does he know? Does 3-Eye Atlas know Oumuamua?
I don't know, but they're
probably friends.
They're arriving right in time for Halloween.
So oh great.
3-Eye
That's
Atlas.
what we need.
I think that's the costume for this year is Atlas holding the globe, but with 3 eyes.
3-Eye Atlas.
A 3-Eye Atlas. That's going to be the costume of the year. What can I have since we're having a Bunfingus College gathering, can I connect Logan's Run to Neo-Swedenborgianism?
Oh, absolutely, please.
Because Farrah Fawcett recently came up in my spirit land. So when I use the phrase spirit land, I talk about the land of your feelings, your spirits, your emotions. And your spirit land is people by people.
Right.
Whoever is important to you in your life.
Right.
Well, in my spirit land is this ex-girlfriend of mine, Annie, who we broke up in I guess it was 92. But we kept in touch and then she died. So she's dead. So she's somebody I care about in the spirit land.
Right.
And we were a couple for quite a while, so we knew each other well. And she was an older woman. She was older than me. She died at 54.
Okay.
And but she grew up in the Catholic setting, went to Catholic school, lived in California, and I recently read Farrah Fawcett's Wikipedia page, and Farrah Fawcett also went to Catholic school.
Right.
Died around in the same month in the same year, also in California.
Right.
So in my worldview is basically based on Swedenborg, where distance is measured by similarity and difference. So if something's very similar, they're close in the Swedenborgian spirit world.
Right.
But if they're distant, they're very different.
Okay.
So you can have a planet, for example, in the Andromeda galaxy, right? So you can have a planet that's super far away, or in some even further away galaxy. But if they're similar to Earth, if it's a planet similar to Earth with similar type beings on it, in the spirit land, it'll be close.
Okay.
It's not distant because they're similar. So closeness is related to similarity.
Okay.
So, in my mind, Annie, my friend Annie, my ex-girlfriend, and Farrah Fawcett both died in California in the same month in the same year. Both died kind of 8 months in the same year. Both died kind of young before their time. Both grew up in a kind of cattle ranchers, the ocean, but also near ranchers. Farrah Fawcett was from Corpus Christi, Texas, which is ocean, and cowboys, and the Catholic setting. And so Annie and Farrah might have woken up in the same kind of hospital in the spirit land.
Okay. Spiritually adjacent.
Spiritually adjacent.
Which is what we would.
This is a book, Monsignor Hugh Benson, Life in the World of the Sea.
Okay.
He visits this hospital bathed in blue light. And these people are waking up in this hospital. They died in the World War in his book. And they're waking up amongst family and friends. In my estimation, Andy and Farrah Fawcett would have woken up in the same hospital as
Okay.
which would have been like a Catholic California hospital.
Okay.
So I dreamed up this idea that my ex Annie's spirit world pals was Farrah Fawcett. I thought she was. I know in Logan's Run you could just dial up a prostitute kind of thing.
Well, yeah. Well, it wasn't really dial up a prostitute. It's more like Tinder with teleportation.
But is that a real person who shows up?
It's a real person. That's how he meets Jessica.
Oh, okay.
And so he dials her up. She puts herself. Jessica is in the movie. Jessica is kind of experiencing a kind of a crisis of self, and everybody has all of their needs provided for them. They have these they go on like drug binges. Like they have this like little like grenade that they can throw into a room that invades the room in this drug.
Oh yeah.
This drug. And it's a great movie. Logan's Run is a great movie. And so, but Jessica is having this kind of crisis of spirit because all of her needs are provided for. They don't aspire to anything. She puts herself in the rotation of like this love circle, which is like I said, Tinder with teleportation. And then when Logan dials her up, she comes to his apartment. She's teleported to his apartment, but she doesn't really want to do anything with it, because she's just trying to feel something, and he's like, well, why'd you put yourself on the circuit then if you don't want to do anything? And she says, I'm just trying to feel something. And he's like, and also she's turned off also that he's a Sandman because she's part of this as well.
She doesn't want to sleep with a cop.
Right. So but that's how they meet. But it's like, but yeah, it's like Tinder with teleportation. You basically just dial up and whoever you want to teleport to your place.
Well, now I realize I've never really watched Logan.
Okay. Now that's our next assignment. We got to sit down and watch Logan.
I've seen bits and pieces because I always thought those women were like robots.
No, you're thinking of something else. Yeah, we gotta sit down. I'm sorry, I spoiled it for you. I wish if I'd known that you didn't know that much about it, I would have spoiled it because I really want to watch it with you now to get your reaction to the shit going on.
Well, I knew the old guy. I knew about the dome.
Yeah.
So curiously, for our actual reality here, there's the book 1984, right? Which people know about.
Okay.
But we are the high school class before us. They were like 1984. They were associated with this book, which may not have any real meaning for you. Us, we're from the year after 1984.
Okay.
So I think there's something powerful in the 1985 graduates.
Okay.
I think the class of 1985 is going to change the world. It's just that we're late starters.
Yeah, late starters.
Because the class of 85, if you were born in 67, you become a teenager in 1980. So we turned 13 in 1980.
Okay.
So the 80s coincide with our teenage years. And then Fast Times at Ridgemont High came out when we were in high school. So this is now like stuff of legend. Like we've had like a storied life without even knowing it. And I think when we start coming to ascendancy, when the baby boomers start dying off, the class of 1985 will change.
Now, in my time, class of 1985 was that movie. I think it starred Timothy Van Patten. It's like the leader of some Mad Max looking gang in high school who terrorizes a new teacher. Class of 1980. We gotta look at that movie too. It's called Class of 1984, and basically Timothy Van Patten is like this gang leader in the school system, and who terrorizes a new teacher, a new guy who's coming to see in school.
Are they masochists too? Is there like a game or?
I don't know.
I remember some game. Hey, it's called Class of 1984.
Yeah, Class of 1984. Good. So I'll show you the trailer of that one. It's hilarious.
Welcome to
We're one more than that.
Yes.
Welcome to Alpha Blue Beat.
Bunfingus Blue Bean.
Welcome to Alpha Blue Beat.
Welcome to Out of the Blue Bee.
Welcome to Alpha Blue Beat.
Welcome to Out of the Blue Bee.
We are Neo-Swedenborgianism, and we are studying this phenomenon. Welcome to Talkin. finished product of evolved humanity is to be found so far as our Earth is concerned.
What was that? Can you repeat that?
The finished product of evolved humanity is to be found so far as our Earth is concerned. Welcome to
I know just where that quote was from. That was J. Hugh McKenzie.
Is it?
Seventh Sphere.
Yeah. Seventh sphere.
what's intergalactic about intergalactic? What's intergalactic about intergalactic? What's intergalactic about intergalactic? What's intergalactic about intergalactic?
What's intergalactic about intergalactic Neo-Swedenborgianism is that we're up to date on astronomy, which in other words, we know about the Andromeda Galaxy. The Andromeda Galaxy is our neighboring galaxy. We are in the Milky Way galaxy, and our neighbor is Andromeda. So just like in the age of exploration, it was discovered that Europe had a neighbor across the Atlantic called North America, and they went and explored it. We now know we have a galactic neighbor, which means we identify with our galaxy, and we are exploring this other galaxy. This is common knowledge. This is nothing new that I'm saying. The Andromeda Galaxy, you can see it. You can take a picture of it with your phone on a clear night. But to bring it back to Swedenborg, this is the real key. Swedenborg was one of the first science fiction writers. He claimed to visit other planets. He wrote a book called Life on Other Planets. And if you're going to look at it Neo-Swedenborgianistically and say, well, it's only in your head, and this hyper-real, believable interplanetary visit that Swedenborg had, we have a mind just like that. Our mind can do that for us just like it did it for him. So in Swedenborg's time, they didn't know about the Andromeda Galaxy. They just knew about the planets. So Swedenborg populated these planets with people. And now in our imagination, just common knowledge, is this other galaxy with billions of stars and planets. So there's no reason that our mind can't populate that just like his mind populated his planet. There's no real limit to it because we're talking about space with no time limit. Zero time limit, which means you have eternity to think about.
Welcome to Talkin. Welcome to Talkin. Welcome to Talkin. Welcome to Talkin.
microphone is set up.
In that camera. That's still there.
How long is the stream?
How long have we been going out here? We have been going for 39 minutes. And looks like we are the only ones watching, but that's okay. You know what? I'm not sure.
That was good. That was a good little...
Yeah. Like, oh, I forgot the last one.
Spears and record. Spears and record. Spears and record. Spears and record.
Spirit Intercourse
Spears and record.
by J. Hewitt
Spears and
Mackenzie.
record. Spears and record.
See map on page
What's
198.
Spears and record.
Yes. I'm going to snag a lot more of your quotes, too, so make other little facts and stuff. Those out.
So you want my 3-eye atlas prediction?
What's your 3-eye atlas prediction?
I think it actually is a, they're talking about it could be a comet or it could be a ship from another time and place.
Okay.
It's twice as big as Manhattan Island, right?
Okay.
So Manhattan, there's a lot of people living on it. And it has,
So what are the qualities of it that make people think that it's like intelligently controlled? Is it changing speed? Is it changing direction contrary to gravity, or like what's the tip off?
meteors and comets are usually made of iron and nickel.
Okay.
Mostly iron.
Okay.
This one it has a chemical signature of nickel,
Okay.
which on Earth is only created in industrial settings. This one it has a chemical signature of nickel,
Okay.
which on Earth is so it's a huge metallic thing made of nickel, but they say such and such a gas could create it's kind of a nickel gas.
Okay.
But the trajectory, they say it looks like it has propulsion. It's twice the size of Manhattan.
Okay.
And, what, a couple million people live in Manhattan?
Okay.
So if you imagine the population of Manhattan plus a park the size of Manhattan. So
Okay.
all those millions of people can go to a park the same size as Manhattan.
Okay. Well, you're still thinking in human terms, though. You know,
Yeah.
like if millions of people live in Manhattan, but maybe there's only one of those alien things that'll fit in that thing.
That's
So,
good.
you're still thinking like a human being. I was talking to a friend at work about alien races and stuff like that. You know, it's like we tend to put our own properties on them.
Star
It's like,
Trek, yeah.
Like, let's say, okay, they were based on mammals and stuff like that, and we got to protect our young and all that kind of thing. But let's say you had some alien race. Because I heard some scientists say, hey, what if you had like an alien race that was based on like insects or something like that? They may see a human weeping over a dead child or something, or somebody's dead, and they may have absolutely no point of reference because they don't rear their young. You know, they just lay a huge bunch of eggs.
Right.
You know, and leave it, you know. Whoever survives, survives. You know, that's the insect world. You know. So when we start thinking about other races coming in contact with other races, you're still thinking like a human being. You may be disappointed when you that's why all those races on like Star Trek, everybody's like humanoid and they shake hands and and so it's like, come on, man.
So you think that this this nickel alloy ship, twice the size of Manhattan, could just house one.
Just one guy, and that one guy, he's an exile from his own planet. You know, he's a criminal, an exile. So I always try to plot out the worst case scenario.
Zod, yeah.
You know, it's like hope for the best, plan for the worst. So there's this one movie, John Agar movie called The Brain from Planet Arix. And it's about this being that comes to Earth. His name is Gore, but he's a criminal exile from his own planet. He's this giant floating brain. Look, it's really poor special effects and stuff, but he possesses John Agar, and he has all of these mental powers, telekinesis, like destroying planes with his mind and all that stuff. And but he's a criminal, and he's being chased by another one of his people who was like the policeman of his planet. So, but it's one of my favorite John Agar movies, The Brain from Planet Arix. It's like that every alien that you meet, the first alien that you meet, may not be the best of his kind. You know, he may be an exile, and you hate to think like that. You hate to think of the worst. You know, but
so can you tell me? I have a memory of a science fiction movie. It's from the 80s or 90s, I think, and it's like these destroying robots. It's like these robots are coming and destroying Earth, and the army has to come out against them and all this stuff. And when they finally capture one and take it apart, it's like this octopus race that's occupying these robots.
You're thinking of Independence Day?
Is that Independence Day?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Or like War of the Worlds.
No, it was more recent. Is that
Independence Day? They crack one open. They look biological on the outside.
Yeah, but it's just.
But you crack it open, and there's a smaller version on the inside that's driving it.
It's like a little octopus.
Right. It's like a little octopus.
Yeah, that was it. Okay, I knew I saw that.
It's like, and then you gotta wonder. It's like, okay, well, if you do meet them and they are nice and good beings, are we gonna be like repulsed by them? You know, because humans are already prejudiced. You know, so it's like, okay, if they're like really really kind, but they look like an octopus or something, you can really be cool with them. I don't know. So it's like because people are have a tendency to to just jackasses.
Also, the IAN's conference is coming up. International Association of Vivid Nest Studies. This is kind of a Bunfingus.
Oh, okay.
I have something I wonder, because there's all these levels in the spirit land. If you read like Francesco and stuff, or No Solar, Andre Luis and Chico Xavier, his mother is on this higher level, so she comes down to visit him. And sometimes husband and wife are on higher levels and lower levels. And my question is, what's it like to have sex with somebody? Or can you have sex with somebody on a higher level? Can you go up?
It's like, I guess it's amazing for one, disappointing for the other.
That's
so
right.
I guess it's amazing for one, disappointing for the other.
That's
so
right.
it's like, I guess I would because somebody's going to be disappointed.
Right. So Independence Day that was Will Smith.
Will Smith.
And what's his name? Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum was a king as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum was great. I remember when he was new on TV. But I think that's pretty plausible that this octopus race would build themselves like a robot or a biological house.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right?
I mean, we do the same thing with like tanks and construction equipment and stuff like that. They become these extensions. If you think about it, they are kind of extensions. Of their bodies to do the work that we can't do Hello.
At its closest, October 29th.
Yeah.
So it's right there with Halloween.
I gotta get a bigger speaker for this, man. Spending too much money lately. I wanted to buy one the other day at Guitar Center, but spending too much money.
Acoustic electronica.
Okay, I guess since we're going to have a first contact situation next month, Probably.
3i Atlas.
Especially get my shit together.
I think they're going to come and they're coming from Bunfingus College. Finally, somebody's figured it out.
There you go. Bunfingus College scholarships. Start to figure it out. Get a grant. They will get a grant. Maybe we'll give us a grant. It's a grant for Bunfingus College Radio. It's a grant. If you're listening, 3i Atlas. It's a grant. It's got to be in U.S. dollars though. So you know, we don't take a gold press platinum. I don't know what to do with gold press platinum. So, but hey man, you can get it. Dollars though.
Trajectory that's very strange.
Okay.
It's 7 billion years old.
Okay.
It's older than the entire solar system.
Okay.
This projectile that is coming into our solar system is older than the sun.
Okay.
That's how old it is, and it comes from some deep region of the galactic core or some odd thing like that. It has a funny trajectory. It's coming right in between the orbits of Mars and Earth.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be right in the sun, so we won't be able to see it.
Okay.
And then supposedly, if it continues on the same trajectory, but it could stop. If it's a ship,
Yeah.
it might not be on an orbit. It might be just coming to the Earth between Earth.
Yeah.
And this could be like a Nibiru type situation. No, I mean it's in the news now, but it's
Okay.
the hype is just beginning. Oh, speaking of which, speaking of hype, is the National Guard going to come to Chicago this week?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm waiting for that too. I don't see what's the big deal. I mean, I don't see why it's something to be against. Okay, these machines are going to roll down the street. Guys in uniform are going to march around. It doesn't mean a thing.
What a waste of time. What a waste of time and resources. There are children starving in this world. Fucking waste. But what are you gonna do? It's all I don't have all the gold press platinum.
What is gold press platinum?
But oh, you're not a Star Trek fan, or you're a Star Trek fan? But you know what the Ferengi in Star Trek, their form of money is called platinum. It's a metal, but it's liquid. And so what you do is you create a container out of gold, put that, and that's wrapped in the platinum is wrapped in gold. Pressed platinum. That's how they pay.
How much platinum is in each one?
I don't know what the equivalent is, but yeah.
Rain can it pour out?
Well, yeah, I guess it can, but when when your metal is so valuable that you use gold to keep it in, then you know. So I don't know. I never knew what the ratio of platinum to Federation credits is. So who knows?
But if you could just like say anything you want in how they make their jitter and all that.
What's it?
What's it called when they get their jitter and Star Trek?
Oh, the replicator.
Yeah. If you could just say anything you have to replicate, why do you even need one?
Well, the thing is, the replicator is. I was gonna say it's just a protein replicator, but they have replicators that make other stuff too. So I don't know. I guess they can't make base elements or something. Maybe they can't make base elements. Who knows? Star Trek, I didn't write it. I didn't write it. What time is it? We should probably wrap up the stream.
5:25.
I'll trim it later. See what we can do. But yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna sign off. Signing off. This is DJ Mondo with the Atomic Luau. Signing off from Bunfingus College Radio. Bunfingus College. They do good work over there. Dean Chris Marshall, progenitor of Neo-Swedenborgianism.
Yes.
You can't-likers, cram it.
Yeah, cot-likers not welcome.
Yeah, cram it.
Bunch of cot-likers.
Manuel can't get out of there.
Well, you know, I mean.
But we love everyone.
Did you end your stream yet?
No, not yet. It's still early.
Because, I mean, Star Trek is a Kantian world.
Yeah, you were saying that. How so?
Kantian worldview is expressed in Star Trek. And the enemy of Kant was Swedenborg, and the enemy in Star Trek is the Borg.
Okay, there you go.
And names like Kirk and Spock, those are the good guys, and those all sound kind of like cunt.
Yeah.
They're all one-syllable K word.
I see where you're heading. Roddenberry.
Yep. Cunt, Kirk, Spock are the good guys, and the Borg are the bad guys. So Star Trek, the whole Star Trek universe, is an expression of Kant's feud with Swedenborg.
Okay.
Which Kant can't win. And the Kant-likers, that's why the world is falling apart, because the Kantian worldview is crumbling. And the Swedenborgian worldview predates the Kantian worldview, but we are not Swedenborgian, we are Neo-Swedenborgian, which is not a belief. There's no faith involved. It's a rational scientific worldview. Thanks, see you, bye.
Awesome. Signing off, DJ Mondo's Atomic Luau and Bunfingus College.
From the gazebo. We're on the campus of
Gazebo.
Bunfingus College, Chicago, Illinois. And what's that money called again?
Gold Press Platinum. And all the Gold Press Platinum won't buy you a single...
you can't buy your way into Bunfingus. Doesn't matter how much Gold Press Platinum you...
Yes. You can only get in with kindness.
If you have any questions, write it on a piece of Gold Press Platinum and send it to us.
Etch it in and go, but not too deep because it'll spill out. Anyway, good night, everybody.